Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the PIXI Beauty and Judy Time eyeshadow palette collaboration. I've been really wanting this eyeshadow palette for a while, ever since it came out. The colors are so pretty. They kind of were just speaking to me. Like, look how pretty these shades are. So I'm wearing it today on my eyes, and you guys are going to totally see how I got this look. I'm going to show you swatches, and I also have a palette that I think this might be a close dupe for. So if you guys are curious to hear my thoughts on the It's Judy Time eyeshadow palette and you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm going to show you guys right now. So this is the eyeshadow palette with It's Judy Time, and in here you get 12 shades, and you can see they're all pretty much neutral warm tones. So if you love warm tone eyeshadow palettes like I do, then you are going to love this palette. So I picked this up at Target with my Target Red card because I get 5% off. I think this came out to about $23. The eyeshadow palette I think is stunning. These colors are so pretty, and honestly just good for like an everyday look. And what I like is that you can go really glam, like full out, a little bit more like what I'm wearing today, or you can do more of like a work look. Like I would totally use this for a work eyeshadow look because it could be really natural as well. So I really like that. And if you guys don't know about Judy, she is a really awesome vlogger. She's one of like the original beauty YouTubers. I have been watching her videos for so long. Ever since she started back in the day, I used to watch all of her hair tutorials, her makeup tutorials. So I really have loved her channel for a really long time. So I think it's so awesome that she had an opportunity to come out with her own palette. I think that is just an awesome accomplishment for a beauty YouTuber, and I think she definitely deserves it because she's been around for so long and she works so hard on her channel. I thought this was a really nice collaboration, and I love all the colors she chose. I didn't even realize, but on the back of the palette it says all of the names of the shadows. So I did a tutorial on this look, but I didn't know that they had names. So just so you guys know, each color does have a name. So you get 12 eyeshadows in total. 6 of them are more shimmery colors and 6 of them are more matte shades. So a really nice variety for you to complete a look. The only thing I will say is that I was a little disappointed that there was no option for a matte brow bone shade. I always like to have a matte brow bone shade in my palette so I don't have to reach for something else, but it's not like a deal breaker. I just reached for another palette and I use my Carly Bible palette to do a matte brow bone highlight. They apply so nicely. I did the tutorial on this look before I'm doing this review, so I got a chance to play with the colors and see how they applied. They are so smooth. They do not get muddy or anything like that. They are very high quality eyeshadows, very smooth, and I didn't have any troubles blending. They were very easy to blend on my eyes. They didn't skip or anything like that, and they appeared really pigmented when I put them on. And I love the eyeshadow look that I got today using this palette. I was honestly super impressed. If I don't like an eyeshadow, I would definitely tell you guys. These are really good quality, and I don't know if this is limited edition or not. I'm just not sure about that, but I recommend, if it is limited edition or even if it isn't, definitely just go out and pick up this eyeshadow palette because I think it is worth the money. PIXI is like a little bit more in the mid-range. Like, it's not super low price, like it's not like an e.l.f., but it's kind of like in the mid-range. It's a little bit more expensive for drugstore, so I think that kind of puts some people off, but I think it's for a good reason because the quality of the products are really good. This is like one of the best drugstore eyeshadow palettes, if not like top 2 best drugstore eyeshadow palettes I've ever used. The other one being the Flower Beauty palette, which I tested out in another video. I will link that down below for you guys if you haven't seen it yet. It does come with a mirror, so if you guys like that, I think it was a cool concept. You can kind of just stick it anywhere that you want, but I was using this before and the mirror is like distorted, which is kind of weird. I like the idea that you can stick it anywhere on the palette. So here's the little mirror it comes with. I like that concept, just the mirror is kind of like meh. It's not that great of a quality. It's very like flimsy. The first time that I looked at this palette, the thing I immediately thought of was how similar it was to the ABH Master Palette by Mario. And if you guys didn't get a chance to get this palette, I know a lot of people didn't get a chance to get this because it was limited edition and it sold out. But look how similar these two are. Like, the colors are quite identical. I mean, not complete matches. Like, Claudia in the upper corner, that navy, looks a ton like this navy right here. And this is the only shade really in the palette that I think is not as creamy and pigmented as the others. It's a little bit patchy. And I don't know if I would use this navy shade too much. It would have actually been nice if it was maybe like a black color. I mean, it's a kind of interesting color, but it has chunky glitter in here. I don't think it's going to transfer onto your eyelids, but just so you guys know, it's not like my favorite color. I don't think it's that great of a quality. Looks so similar is this third one up here. It's called It's Mommy's Life. It literally is identical when you swatch it to Kim in the ABH Makeup by Mario palette. So Fifth Ave, this golden color, looks a ton like this middle shade right here. This one's called Bubbly. They literally look so much alike. Isabel, this orangey crease matte shade in the Mario palette, looks a ton like this second shade right here, Good Morning. So the tones of these two palettes are just so similar. It's crazy. So if you guys missed out on the Makeup by Mario Anastasia palette, definitely check out the It's Judy Time palette because I just immediately thought how similar they looked when I first saw them together. And since you can't get this one anymore, it's nice to have a drugstore alternative. So I think I'm just gonna get right on into the tutorial on this eye look. So if you guys are interested in how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Before I start applying the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm gonna use the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. I just recently picked this up. I have the other one, which I don't love. I think it creases on me, but I wanna see if this one is any better. I really like this because it's very, very thick. Not very thick. It's pretty thick, but I feel like it covers your eye nicely and it gives the shadows a nice base to stick onto. And you can see just like how opaque it is. It really covers up any veins or anything in your eye. So I want to start the look by kind of building up the color in my crease, and I want to do a nice transition shade. So I think I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm going to just pop that into my crease, and I'm just gonna go back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And I'm gonna just try and build up the colors in my crease. This color is blending out so nicely, and it's building really nicely on the eye. So I wanna go a little bit deeper in my crease now. I'm gonna take a smaller crease brush, and I'm gonna go in with this middle shade right here. That's Gizzy back there, by the way. I kind of have to watch him to make sure he doesn't light his tail on fire with my candle. To deepen my crease a little bit, and these are very pigmented. As I as I put my brush in, a lot of powder comes off. I like that these are very, very smooth. They feel very smooth. This is another really pretty warm tone shade. I don't like crown brushes, you guys. I always know when I pick up a crown brush because it is so scratchy on my eye. I'm gonna just start probably getting rid of them because I don't think the quality of the hair is really that great. I hate that feeling of like a scratchy brush on your eye. So I don't recommend crown brushes. These two colors together are so pretty. I love those two tones together. I mean, I think I like warm tones definitely better than cool tones, especially on my eye color. Just feels better. I must say these shades are blending out really nicely. Like I said, this is my first time using PIXI, and I am very impressed with the quality. They are smooth. Oh my god. Gizzy's trying to sabotage my video right now, you guys. So like I said, this is my first time using PIXI eyeshadows, but honestly, I'm very impressed with the quality. They are blending out nicely. The colors aren't muddy. They're not just all blending together. You know, like when shadows do that, I don't like that. And the pigment is like just right. So for the lid, I was trying to decide between these two shades right here because these are the two lightest shades in the eyeshadow palette. And I think I'm gonna go with this first one right here. It's Calling My Name. The other one's a little bit more yellow gold tone, which is still pretty, but I think I just want to use this one today. So I am going to take a flat shader brush, and I am just going to pop that right onto my lid. Ooh, this is very pretty. Describe this color as like a dirty champagne kind of shade, like a yellowish champagne color. It looks really nice with the crease colors that we have going on the eyes. And I'm just blending this up to the crease, but not going in the crease because I don't want to erase what we just did. I feel like I want something in my outer corner now, so I think I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a shimmery brown shade right there, and I'm going to put that into the outer V of my eye. I pretty much like follow all these steps for all the eyeshadow looks that I do, and once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to kind of build an eye look. And just working that on the inner corner, and then I like to blend that onto the lid. This shade is really pretty as well. Trying to use more shimmers instead of all mattes because I don't want to neglect the shimmer shades in the palette. This color is blending nicely too. I'm not getting really any blending issues, just blending out really nice onto my eye. It's not patchy, it's pigmented. And if you feel like you lost a little bit of your crease shade, which pretty much happens all the time, you could just go back in and apply a little bit more, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that middle shade we used again, that darker crease matte shade, the orangey one, and I'm just going to put a little bit more into the crease. Just want to deepen this look a tiny bit more. You do not have to do all these steps. This is like a lot of steps that I wouldn't do on a daily basis. I'm just doing this for the video really, and because I have more time to actually do my eyeshadow and it's not like a work day or anything. I'm just going to take this shade in the middle right here, and I'm going to use a little pencil brush like this. I'm just going to work this a tiny bit into the outer corner just to deepen up the eye a little bit. So just like this. I just want a little bit more depth. One of the only problems I would say with this shadow palette is that there is no matte brow bone shade. So I'm just going to go into the Kylie Barbell the Kylie Bible palette. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to take my favorite matte shade. You could see I've gotten down to the pan on this one. I just really like it. It's super creamy. And I'm just going to pop that onto the brow bone to blend out, to make sure there is no harsh edges and everything just looks seamless. And if you kind of went overboard, then this is where you can blend it out. The eyes are pretty much done. I'm going to just add some gel liner to my waterline and also do a winged liner. I'm using the Inglot number 77 gel liner. This is my fave. If you watch my videos, then you guys know I love this stuff. It's just so black, creamy. It's perfect. Except my sister said it did not last through childbirth, so just wanted to tell you guys that if you're interested. I told her to get this one for when she was giving birth last year. Oh my gosh, almost a year ago. And she told me it didn't last, but it is the blackest gel liner out there. Do a little wing action. Kizzy. Hi, honey. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Oh, hi. Do you guys see this? This is happening right now. Hi, Snuggle Butt. Oh, thank you. My lash line, I'm just going to smudge a little bit of that orangey crease shade that we used. Just a tiny bit right under there. So I am going to go off camera. I'm going to apply mascara, a little bit of falsies, and then I will come back. I finished up the rest of my face. This is the completed look. I hope you guys like the way it turned out. I really love this eye look. I kind of just want to keep wearing this whole look because I loved the way that the shadows blended out and the colors are just so beautiful. I really am such a fan, if you guys couldn't tell, of this palette, and I highly recommend you guys check it out before it sells out or it's limited edition and you can't get it anymore. And it's honestly, like I said before, such a close dupe to the Master Palette by Mario. So definitely if you're looking for something very similar to this for a cheaper price point and something that you can also get in stock right now, then definitely check this out. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. It'll be the first link down below in my description box, or you can hit that little red button down there and make sure you hit the bell to turn on notifications, because when you do that, you will get notified on your phone every time that I upload, so you won't miss any videos. And I think that is it, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!